Welcome to Streaming News Network, where we deliver balanced reporting with the facts that matter. The Evening Edition by J. Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is J. Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. A high-ranking New York police official is facing criminal charges after investigators say she helped her son escape following a late-night shooting in the Bronx. Jennifer Lackard, a deputy police commissioner with the Mount Vernon Police Department, was arrested along with her 20-year-old son, Chase Lackard. Authorities allege the younger Lackard fired shots at a group of rivals near the Bronx Criminal Court late last month, then entered his mother's vehicle before she drove away. Police say no one was injured in the incident. Both suspects are facing charges including attempted murder, attempted assault, illegal firearm possession, conspiracy, and reckless endangerment. Officials say the case has drawn additional attention because Chase Lackard has previously been involved in other violent incidents, including a prior shooting involving police and an earlier confrontation that left him wounded. Investigators arrested the mother and son at their home after executing a search warrant. They are awaiting their first court appearances as the investigation continues. This is Streaming News Network. A powerful volcanic eruption in Guatemala has forced emergency evacuations as authorities respond to increased activity from the country's Fuego volcano. The volcano began releasing lava hundreds of feet above its crater, with activity intensifying throughout the day. Officials have evacuated the nearby communities of El Porvenir and Las Lajitas, relocating approximately 250 residents from about 50 households to emergency shelters. Guatemala's emergency agency has issued a nationwide orange alert as volcanic ash rises thousands of feet into the atmosphere and falls on communities located downwind. Fuego volcano, located about 22 miles from Guatemala City, is one of the nation's most active volcanoes. Officials continue to monitor the situation closely due to the deadly history of previous eruptions, including a 2018 disaster that killed hundreds of people and destroyed the village of San Miguel Los Lotes. Authorities are warning residents to remain alert as volcanic activity continues and conditions could change rapidly. This is Streaming News Network. A heated debate is unfolding in the entertainment world after comedian Chelsea Handler criticized the reported earnings of fellow comedian and podcaster Joe Rogan. The reaction came after Forbes listed Rogan as the highest-paid podcaster of 2026, estimating that he earned approximately $82 million from the Joe Rogan Experience. The report noted that Rogan's massive audience, frequent episodes, and major streaming deal have made his program one of the most profitable podcasts in the world. Handler questioned why such a large payment was going to a media personality she accused of spreading misinformation and making mistakes without accountability. She argued that the money could instead support causes such as veterans or children's programs. Rogan remains one of the most influential and controversial figures in podcasting, with supporters praising his long-form conversations and critics challenging some of the views and guests featured on his program. The comments have reignited a larger discussion about the growing financial power, influence, and responsibility of modern podcast personalities. This is Streaming News Network. The state of New Jersey has filed a federal lawsuit against Amazon, accusing the online retail giant of unfair practices involving independent delivery drivers. The lawsuit claims Amazon's delivery service partner program uses the company's market power to create low wages, difficult working conditions, and restrictions on drivers who attempt to organize. The program allows independent businesses to operate delivery companies that handle Amazon packages locally. Amazon says those businesses deliver millions of packages each day around the world. New Jersey officials allege Amazon also discourages competition between delivery partners by preventing companies from recruiting one another's drivers, claiming the practice violates antitrust laws. Amazon has not issued an immediate response to the allegations. The lawsuit comes as Amazon continues defending itself against other antitrust cases, including claims from federal regulators and state officials who allege the company has used its size and influence to dominate online retail markets. Amazon has denied those accusations and says its business practices are lawful. This is Streaming News Network. A North Carolina community is grieving after a husband and wife were found dead inside their home in what investigators believe was a murder-suicide. Authorities with the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office say Stephen Larnell Willits and Tracy Parker Willits were discovered at their residence on Rosegate Lane on the morning of July 30th. Investigators say evidence collected at the scene indicates the wife fatally shot her husband before taking her own life. Officials say the investigation remains active, and additional details will be released as they become available. Authorities were alerted to the home after one of the couple's smartwatches automatically contacted emergency services following a possible fall or medical emergency. Friends and neighbors said the couple had recently returned from a trip celebrating their 40th anniversary. Community members described Stephen Willits as friendly and well-liked, particularly among the local paddleboarding community. Officials have not released a possible motive, and the investigation is continuing. This is Streaming News Network. A suspected Mexican cartel leader has been arrested in connection with allegations that he ordered the killings of a beauty influencer and a local mayor. Authorities say Ramon Angel Alvarez Ayala, also known as LR1, was taken into custody during a joint operation involving military personnel and law enforcement officers. Officials identify him as a leader of the criminal group known as Los RS, which authorities say is connected to the Jalisco New Generation cartel. Investigators allege Ayala helped finance and organize the killing of 23-year-old beauty influencer Valeria Marquez, who was shot while live streaming from her beauty salon in Zapopan in May of 2025. Authorities also accuse Ayala of ordering the killing of Uruapan Mayor Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez, who was fatally shot during a Day of the Dead celebration in Michoacán. Officials say dozens of arrests have been made in connection with the mayor's death, while the investigation into both cases continues. Authorities are still searching for additional suspects, including Ayala's son, who has been linked by investigators to threats against Marquez before her death. This is Streaming News Network. The official cause of death has been released for Chicago Bulls legend Stacey King, who passed away earlier this summer at the age of 59. According to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, King died from hypertensive cardiovascular disease linked to long-term high blood pressure. Officials classified the death as natural, with obesity listed as a contributing factor. King died on June 7 at his home in Illinois. The former NBA player was remembered by the Bulls organization as both a championship contributor and a beloved broadcaster who spent decades connecting with fans. King was selected by Chicago in the first round of the 1989 NBA draft and helped the Bulls win their first 3 championships during the Michael Jordan era. One of his most memorable performances came during Game 6 of the 1992 NBA Finals, when he scored 15 points to help secure the championship. After his playing career, King became a familiar voice on Bulls broadcasts. Team officials praised his humor, energy, and passion for the organization. King is survived by his family and loved ones, as fans continue to remember his contributions both on and off the court. This is Streaming News Network. The Department of Justice has announced criminal charges against 19 people accused of participating in alleged healthcare fraud schemes in the Philadelphia area involving more than $4 million in Medicaid claims. Officials say the defendants include home health aides, Medicaid recipients, and employees of home care companies. Investigators allege some individuals submitted claims for services that were never provided, including care supposedly delivered while workers or recipients were hospitalized, incarcerated, traveling, or employed elsewhere. The announcement coincides with the expansion of a federal healthcare fraud strike force into Philadelphia, targeting schemes involving Medicaid home care programs. Justice Department officials say the nationwide strike force model has already led to prosecutions of more than 6,000 defendants accused of billing government healthcare programs and insurers for more than $45 billion. Authorities highlighted several alleged cases, including claims for around-the-clock care that investigators say were impossible to provide and millions of dollars in questionable reimbursements. Officials say the expanded enforcement effort is designed to protect vulnerable patients and prevent taxpayer-funded healthcare programs from being exploited. The investigation remains ongoing, and all defendants are presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. This is Streaming News Network. Rock legend Glenn Hughes has announced his retirement from touring and live performances while revealing that he needs another open-heart surgery. Hughes, known for his work as a singer and bassist with Deep Purple, Trapeze, Black Sabbath, Black Country Communion, and other major rock acts, shared that recent medical tests led doctors to recommend the procedure. The musician said his health must now become his top priority and expressed gratitude to fans who have supported his decades-long career. Hughes joined Deep Purple in 1973 and appeared on several influential albums, including Burn, Stormbringer, and Come Taste the Band. He later contributed to numerous solo projects and collaborations, becoming one of rock's most respected vocalists and performers. The announcement follows previous health concerns that caused him to cancel touring plans earlier this year. While Hughes is stepping away from the stage, fans are celebrating a career that has spanned more than 5 decades and helped shape the sound of hard rock music. I am Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Thank you for watching and staying informed.
Thank you for viewing Streaming News Network videos and also short and special reports. Please like, subscribe, and tap the bell to be notified of additional reports.